morning. Beautiful day. It's Saturday right now. It's 8 in the morning. I'm just gonna head out towards White Horse Creek campsite. So like my other story I talked about when I was 6 years old and I got lost. When I was hiking with a bunch of other kids. I'm gonna head there and I'm gonna go down the trail and see if I can get some photography done of some the river there, the White Horse Creek, and some waterfalls there. Gonna be a beautiful day. It's been really smoky up here. Trying to do landscape photography is not happening. It's just way too smoky from the forest fires. I'm not gonna get much for landscape photography other than if it's really close. I can't do like far shots and do mountains and stuff like that because the smoke's covering it. It looks hazy. They don't come out right. So I'm on my way. I'll see you guys in a bit. Well, I made it here to the start of the White Horse Creek Trail here. So the story I was talking about on my other video there, that little 3-minute video of when I was 6 years old, and I diverted from going straight back down the mountain and I got lost. This is the trail I ended up on. The campsite's just over here. And then up here is the mountain that we climbed, up this mountain. So big wooded mountain up here, lots of trees and stuff. And that's where I got lost and I ended up on this trail here. So when I went up where the campsite was way over here, I went straight up the mountain. When I came down, instead of coming straight back down, I started going to my right as I was coming down. So that'd be my left, looking up at the mountain, of course. And I started traversing across and I ended up over here on the trail. So that's where I got lost during that story, and we're gonna go down there and get some pictures and I'll see. But just to give you an idea here with the White Horse, the first falls, White Horse Provincial Creek. So there's the first falls, of course, then it goes to Lower White Horse Trail there and upper. You can go to the right and Fiddle Campsite, and then you can actually hike all the way to Myad Hot Springs. It's usually a 2-day hike. You want to stay a night, and then you can get to the White Horse Creek Falls campsite, and you can actually get to the boundary of the Jasper National Park from this. Lots of horses on here. These campsites have horse corrals, so people come here. I've seen people from Montana, like from the United States, everything. They come here with their horses. They have a safe place to put their horses in corrals and feed them. And this is actually, there's no quads allowed here, any motorized vehicle. It's either hiking or you got to be on a horse, and that's it. That's all they allowed here. So it's a great trail. So let's head out and go down it. So I'm here at the lower falls here. It's not very far to walk up the trail for the first set of falls. But I got my camera set up here and I'm gonna take some long exposures here. I'm gonna try 1,000 ND 10 stop, but might be not bright enough for that, and I'm gonna probably go with the 5-stop on this and the CPL. So let's see how these shots turned out. Almost at the other little set of falls here. So if you come here earlier in the season, springtime, so over to the left here, there is a huge waterfall that comes off up there. You can see that dark area there. So the runoff of spring, it's a huge waterfall here. But since it's now summer in August, there's no runoff, the snow's all melted, but it's really cool, the waterfall there, to see in the spring. Just gonna go down and I think I'm gonna get a few shots. Gotta watch for the loose rock here, you'll go for a ride. A few little shots of these, slipped right there, see? I think I'm gonna get a few little shots of these guys here. I think that'd be a nice picture there. Gonna give it a try. Well, set up here for those two little falls there. I'm gonna take some shots here, see what it is. As you see in the background there, see the sun up in the sky? So smoky here from all the wildfires, but you know, in a way, it's keeping that brightness of the sun down, so I think I'll get some pretty good exposures here. Let's see what we can do here. So I just went up a little bit further. Those last shots I took there, the little two small falls there. So where I showed you that dark area, I gotta watch my balance here. You might hear a lot of water, sorry. So there's that dark area behind me. That's where that waterfall comes in the spring. So right now we got this going on here, some wild rapids. There's a little tiny waterfall there. You can go that way, right there. I'm gonna get some shots of that little guy. We're gonna get some shots of this as well, and there's another waterfall kind of over here. Beautiful up here. It's so peaceful. There's absolutely no one out here. All the campers are still sleeping. I get up early. So, kind of to give you an idea, see if I can get that for you. So there's that mountain. So that mountain there that goes up that way. Up that way. That's the one that I went up when I got lost. And then I ended up on the trail just over here, right? So instead of coming straight down, I started traversing across the mountain, chasing butterflies, squirrels, whatever, and checking things out. Then I ended up on the trail here next to the river. And that's where I saw the river, and I went left, and that's when they found me as I was 6 years old, lost in the bush. I'm gonna take a few shots here and see how they turn out. Well, I got some nice little pictures there. Tough to get in spots there to get some good pictures. I got a little tiny guy right here. I'm gonna try and get some shots of him. It's a lot of water here. I'm gonna see if I can set up somewhere and get some shots of this little guy. It looks kind of neat. Well, as I sit here taking these shots of these falls and the rapids here, and you start to realize that there's times in your life where you just gotta slow it down a bit. The hustle and bustle of work, providing for your family, like, I'm not knocking that. You have to do that in life, right? But I mean, sometimes just go yourself. Just no kids, no mom, no dad, no husband, no wife, whatever, and just go yourself. And just sit here. And you start to get perspectives of your life a little more. It's not so, just makes sense, chaotic in your head, so to say. It's where you can just be with yourself and your thoughts, be with nature. The beautiful sounds. Probably got the water sound in the behind me, but it's very soothing, and it kind of helps you put perspective on life again. Because as much as we like to have our house or cars or job and and provide for a family and go on trips, and it's always seems it's always that go 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 go, whether it's work, the trips, or being with family, taking kids to soccer, hockey. Sometimes just go out in nature and just sit there with yourself. Have your own thoughts. Think about what you want to achieve in life. It's not being selfish. It's just figuring out yourself. So, as I sit here, I'd give anything to see my grandpa one more time. But that can't happen. But I do know he is here. He's here with me right now. Just want you to realize that sometimes you got to think for yourself. Maybe think, what would my grandpa do? What would my dad do? But then sometimes you got to sit there and go, what do I want to do? So take that time for yourself. It's good. It's a recharge of your batteries, a recharge of your thoughts, recharge of your focus on life. So don't hesitate to do that for yourself. You have yourself a good day. I'm heading her back. My kid's coming in today. Pretty excited. Should be here around 2 o'clock. Yeah, we're gonna go up to Mountain Park and the Cardinal Divide as soon as he gets here. I'm gonna even let the little bugger drive my Jeep. So yeah, I'll see you guys around.